And for the final updates of today, we have got gold and Bitcoin. Starting off with gold on the 4-hour time frame, we can see we've had that break of structuring towards the downside. This is the current swing range that we are trading within. Now, last week I was looking at this high here to get taken, before then looking for that structural shift to target the week swing low. I'm not bullish on gold until we break this high here, but I think fundamentally soon we could be ready for a bigger push up. However, over the weekend with the news of the Iran and US war, it could mean that there is more pressure on gold and we could see some lower prices. If we go down onto 1-hour time frame, what we can see is we've had that break of structure in towards the downside, and this is the current swing range that we are trading within. Now, we didn't quite come up and take out this liquidity high, but we did switch bearish. And since then, we have had a nice supply chain pushing price in towards the downside. I don't really see a clean entry to capitalize on this downside move. This is the supply zone that's currently in control. If we see a break of this low, you could then maybe look for a retracement towards points of liquidity and then sell. But it's just not high probability. It's not clean and it's not obvious to me. I think there are probably better options this week. And for the final update, we've got Bitcoin. This is the daily break of structure, followed by another daily break of structure. This is our swing high and this is our swing low from a market structure and liquidity standpoint. A liquidation of this high, a structure shift, I'm ready to short again. However, it is important to note that this is still a liquidity high that is open, and we could want to see that get taken before pushing down lower. If we go down onto the 4-hour time frame, the most recent break of structure that we've had on a 4-hour time frame is here. This is currently the swing range that we are trading within. Now, we spoke about last week that there was a potential opportunity where you could have took a loss. This was a liquidation of this high. We then seen the demand zone that caused it break, creating an area of supply. Obviously, this did end up getting liquidated, so it would have been a stop loss. However, I do still think that there is some potential if we liquidate this high to see that moving towards the downside play out. If we see a liquidation and then we see a break of the demand zone, that says to me that we are ready to sell. Because the difference between selling from this high and selling from this high is that if you sell from this high, this liquidity is still open. Whereas if you sell from this liquidity high, the only other liquidity that's open is this descending highs, but that's the swing high.